Hello, I am the Stock Options Hero, and from here on out, I'm going to share with you stock options secrets that only the most successful option traders know. In my videos, you are going to see my secret options trading system that only a handful of people know. And as I'm sure you're well aware of by now, options trading can be very lucrative. However, most options traders are not consistently successful, or even worse, lose money trading stock options. Trading stock options can be a high probability trade if done properly. Let me show you. Now, each day I will record a video where I play simulated options trades. So subscribe to my channel and watch my videos daily to learn how you too can be a successful stock options trader. Disclaimer: these videos are for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute a recommendation to buy or sell any securities or stock options. Before I dive into today's stock options video, I have a small favor to ask. If you like this video or any of my videos, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you will see my videos as soon as they are posted. This way, you won't miss out on any paper trading ideas. Tell me in the comments section which option trades you are looking at paper trading, and if you're lucky, I might do analysis on a ticker symbol from the comments section. All right, let's leap into today. Welcome to another exciting video of Options Trading for Beginners, brought to you by the Stock Options Hero. Oh yeah, let's leap into it. All right, so today, real quick, we've got 66.8K in buying power, net lick 112,690, cash and sweep 124,688. So only one filled order today on ICPT, 26 working orders. So let's look at our biggest losers, shall we? TGTX, the 25 call. Okay, so I like the doji today. It is generally a reversal pattern, so tomorrow should be a down day, like the MACD, where the stochastic is. So I have a fairly comfortable, even though it's trading at 34.95 a share, that stinks, right? But I have a feeling that we'll trade at 25 per share within the next, 43 days. And the goal of this trade is to get out what we put into the trade. So basically to scratch the trade and save us from taking a $700 loss on it. So HBAN, $10 put, which I don't know if I realized at the time that this is a bank stock. So probably should have stayed away from bank stocks. So on the plus side, the IV rank and IV percentile are very high. So at least we were compensated well for the bull put spread we put on, and hopefully it doesn't go any lower, right? So, and we just need it to stay above the 10 put. So we took in about 45 cents. Let's go ahead and put our closing order at 20 cents. Make sure it's GTC. So not too worried about it. Yeah, we were maybe a little premature on getting in, but time is in our favor. IMGN. So IMGN. We have a short call at the 11 strike. Okay, so I was hoping it would run out of steam today. It went higher. That is unfortunate, but I don't see how it can sustain this elevated level. So, yeah, I'm thinking it should reverse course in the next day or two. So we took in $1.80. So we'll close it out at 75 cents. So my goal is to capture at least 50% of my original credit. I like to add a little bit to have my commissions paid for. So that's a personal preference. You're welcome to adjust that to your preference. So C day, 60 put. All right, so yeah, I'm hoping it finds the support level around 54, 55 per share. It doesn't go much lower. I do like the upward trend, so and it's the June 16, so we still have plenty of time. We took in roughly $1 credit, so let's close it out at 40 cents. I try not to get too nervous after I've put on a trade and it's only been a few days. That's the main advantage of going out 45 days. So you've got 45 days to be correct, and a lot can happen in 45 days in the stock market. Okay, CPRI 3750. Okay, so it's now touching the lower regression channel. This is the downside of putting on a bull call spread in a downward trending market, even though over the last 12 months, S&P 500 is pretty much channeling sideways, except for the recent sell-off. So, yeah, it should hopefully find legs soon and then revert back to the mean. So, not concerned with this one. Took in a 90-cent credit. I'll close it out at roughly 40 cents. BTU, 21 put. Okay, so not yet in the money. Hopefully it will find some support soon. Okay, so we took in a credit of 70. We'll close it out at 30. Okay, so I'm not too worried if it's less than $100 loss since it's opened. I'll generally wait until I'm losing or down $100 on a trade before I'll look at it, or it's 21 days till expiration, whichever comes first. Let's look at SPX. I didn't get a chance to look at the market today before the close. It's been a bit of a dizzy day for me, so as predicted in a previous video, except back then I was talking about SPY, how SPY will most likely revert back around 395-ish. So right now I would be taking a bearish stance in the market. So let's see. As far as like the 0 DTE, go out to May 5th, which is tomorrow, and look at the 5-day, 5-minute. Yeah, because this is such a short duration strategy, I'm going to wait until regular market session to see what it's doing intraday, because there's little time, if any, to be wrong. So, not going to play that. Real quick, let's run a scan. We might not get any results. Okay, sweet. I don't know what the cutoff is, but if you try running a scan several hours after the market closes, then you won't get any results. So thankfully, it hasn't flipped over. So we were able to run a scan. Okay. Once again, when running the scan, I look to the far right column to see where MACD stochastic and the current price is in relation to the trend. I'm preferring to put on short positions right now because of how SPX is trading. So this right here, I just want to point something out. When you see a downward trend like this and then a candle forming like this, it's called a hammer. Think of it like the price floor is being hammered out. And then if tomorrow we have a bullish candle, then that may indicate a reversal back to the mean or a short-term pullback to a previous high. Either case, it may be a good time to think about putting on a bull call spread, but with the downward trend, I would be extra cautious. I do like the IV numbers down here. So what if 2250, 1750, so definitely a good credit. 105 divided by 365, 28%. You can do roughly 3. Yeah, so I'm not overly excited, but I think there's a pretty good chance this trade will go well. But once again, you want to trade with the trend whenever possible. So this is definitely a more risky trade. I put on the trade because of where the IV rank, and IV percentiles are. So I'm taking on more risk, but my reward is much higher if I'm correct in my assumption. Okay, so I do like the upward trend. I like where the MACD and stochastic are. I like where the IV is. Historically, ASC has not traded below this -1 LRC. Let's look at the 2-year. Yeah, 2-year, it respects it fairly well. So let's take a look. Can we get a 10? Nope. That might be worth it. So 95 divided by 155, 61% ROC. Worst case per spread, we'll lose 155, but if we're right, we'll make 95. So might be worth it. Once again, I like to go back and look at the short strike I'm considering. In the upward trend where the MACD and stochastics are, I think there's a very good chance it may trade or close above 1250 at the June 16 expiration. So, yeah. And the kind of return on capital, it's hard to pass that trade on. So, I will take the risk. Mm, no. So, I like where the MACD and stochastic are. I like where IV is. I don't like the slightly downward trend, but let's see what kind of credit we can get. So 30 and 25. So 70 divided by 330, 21%. Do 3 contracts. Once again, we're looking at the 30 put. Historically, it doesn't like staying above or below the LRC, so I'm guessing it will revert back to the mean by expiration. And the 30 short strike gives us a prob OTM of 73.2. Technically speaking, I would give it closer to like an 80-85% probability. So, yeah, we'll take that one. We do like a 3250. So 60 divided by 190, 31%. So 31% for that one, or yeah. So slightly more risk for a much greater reward. How many can we do? 5. GTC, risk 950 to make 300. So you've probably noticed nothing's filled. It's because the market's closed right now, and these orders won't be eligible for execution until the open tomorrow morning. I like this one. I like the downward trend. I like where MACD and stochastic are. Do an 18. And we're already in this at the 1750. Okay, very well. Not quite ready. This one might be ready in the next day or two for an entry for a bull put spread. Hmm. I like where the stochastic in the MACD is. Might be a day or two premature, but let's see if we can do like a 120 put spread. 120, the 115, 25-cent credit. Nope. What about a 115? 115, 110. That's better. So 135 divided by 365, 37% rounding. Yeah, less risk, higher credit. I'll take it. Now, one thing to consider is when you are looking at option chains when the markets are closed, the bid-ask spreads widen a little bit, so it's not entirely accurate representation of the real market. It gives you an idea, so there's a decent chance some of these won't fill tomorrow. So risk 1095 to make 405. Once again, the short strike is a 115 strike all the way down here, which is acceptable. Yeah, well, I like that. Send that off. BGS. It's touching the +1 LRC. I like the MACD and stochastic. I like the IV. So what if we do like a 1750 or a 20? So that's a 28 delta. 35. No. No. Okay. So 35 divided by 166, 21%. Okay, we can do 7 contracts, once again, keeping it at 1% of our net liquidation, give or take. GTC selected, we'll send that. Okay. Okay. Like the upward trend, like how we've got a bullish engulfing, slightly gap up. I like the MACD and stochastic. Yeah. What about like a 9? Of course. There aren't any money in this one. That's a shame. APO might be ready in the next day or two. So I'll add APO to my almost ready watch list. Okay, I like the upward trend. MACD could be a little lower, like if the MACD were in this area right here, this would be an ideal time. The bullish engulfing, stochastic crossing to the upside. That would have been a great entry. I would like to see the MACD lower. So this is a bit premature, so we'll hit almost ready. Okay, so we're getting towards the lower end of IV stocks, so I like the downward trend. I like how it touched that and then had a down day. If we do like a 30, that's probably too far away from the market. Yeah, we'd have to do a 24. That's just too close. Yeah, no. Nope, nope, nope. Hmm. So I like how it's slightly trending to the upside, like how it's touching or dropped below the bottom LRC. What if we look at a 2-year? Oh, it's a 2-year weekly, sorry. 2-year daily. Yeah. So, yeah, it's got some additional downside, but it's also gone from 66.19 down to 38.26. At some point, the buyers are going to want to step in because they feel that the stock is at a good price. So, about like a 35. Yeah, we'd have to do a 35.30. So yeah, more than 20%. 85 divided by 415 gives us 20%. We could do 2 contracts. GTC. Once again, we're looking at the 35 down here. So the 1-year daily showed us on a slightly uptrend. 35. So looks like they had earnings today. So they actually beat the estimate. Probably were revised down on future guidance. This close to earnings makes me nervous, so instead, I'll just add it to watch list for the time being. BTU. Oh, we're in this already. Never mind. Come on. Okay, so we're now under 50 for the IV, so I'm inclined to stop looking. Okay, so we'll call it a day. Once again, I've managed my biggest losers in the hopes that we can scratch like the 2 biggest losers. But once again, it's so far, it's we have plenty of time left. We have until June 16 to be right, or at least to break even on this trade. So pretty comfortable with it right now, not sweating it in the least. Tomorrow I'll look at getting a video out earlier in the day, and we'll focus on the 0 and 1 DTE SPX strategy. I know many of you are interested in a faster trade or almost day trading because you feel like you have slightly more control over your trade than letting it wait 45, or usually we get out within a week or two generally. But yeah, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you, and happy trading.